I'm confused. I'm conflicted. I feel a little like a traitor, and I'm going to need your help. Hi, I'm Bob. Welcome back to United States of Analog. Yes, I am back after a vacation to Italy with my wife. It's been many years since we've had a meaningful and lengthy vacation, and we centered our travels around, well, I did, and she happily came along, I guess. We centered it around a trip to see Bruce Springsteen in one of his final concerts of this tour in San Siro, Italy, outside of Milan, or maybe it is Milan. I'm not completely sure. All I know is I was surrounded by about 60,000 Bruce Springsteen fans chanting and screaming and singing all the words. I've never been to a stadium show with Bruce. I've never been to a foreign show to see Bruce, and it was quite the experience. I even have the tickets to prove it. I had physical tickets for this rescheduled concert in Milan or San Siro, and I'm sure I'll be framing these because I'm a super fan, even though this video may not feel like it. Now, before we get started, let me ask you kindly if you would like and subscribe and hit that notification bell and do all that stuff that you can do to support this channel. I'm back into production. I've got so many things to show you. I've got 3 turntables right here, 2 of which you haven't even seen yet. More on the way, more gear, more amps, yes, some digital stuff, mostly analog stuff, as we continue our journey here in the United States of Analog. Now, all right, this is a tough video to do because I'm conflicted. Now, when I arrived back from vacation, this was waiting for me at home, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought before I left, when I was ordering in a hurry on Bruce's website, that I had ordered the vinyl version of tracks to the Lost albums, but I in fact had mistakenly ordered the CD version. Yeah, to say I was a little disappointed, it would be an understatement. But as you can see, 5 days after returning, this box is still unopened. And I've actually requested a return merchandise authorization, an RMA or whatever. Bruce's merchandise site is a little bit slow in their customer service. Here we go. You know, first shot fired there. Yeah, they're a little bit slow, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. The problem is, while I was working out this issue of whether I wanted to keep the CDs or shoot for the vinyl version, I started doing math. Now, I'm a radio personality by trade. Math is not my forte, but I put some numbers together, and I don't know if this box set is making any sense to me right now. Now, I understand when you're a fan and you love an artist so much and you just want everything, and I have everything. I buy the books, I buy the albums, I buy the box sets, I go to the concerts. Everywhere. They're bigger fans than me, I get it, but I consider myself a Springsteen super fan first and foremost. I've had the opportunity to be photographed with him and stand side by side with him, and you know, I can't say that I know the man, but you know, I've had some really great Bruce Springsteen experiences since what, 1976, I think, when I you know, got involved in this whole crazy circus that is being a Bruce fan. But I don't know what to do because I put the numbers together and this box does not make sense to me. And maybe it's not supposed to make sense. Obviously, I went to Italy. I do have some financial means to get things that I want at this, you know, late stage of my life. Well, it's not late stage, but mid-late stage of my life. So don't come down on me too hard. But I still have an eye for value. I still want to make the right decisions. And this box set, the album version, at retail on Bruce's site, $349 for 9 discs comprising 7 albums, unreleased material, albums that have never been seen before. There are other videos online that will break down all these things. I still have this in the box. Or 7 CDs featuring the same 7 albums, 100-page book in both, and a lot of packaging. I mean, a lot of packaging. And maybe that's my first point. I thought in the world we live in today, and listen, I don't sit around thinking about my carbon footprint very often. There's a lot of excess here. But yeah, I thought we were moving towards smaller packaging, less packaging, things like that. This is a lot of packaging. So I wanted to use basic math and break down the box set and see if it's of value. I'm also concerned that I'm starting to see it discounted very early on Amazon. And I went, I thought I did the right thing going to Bruce's site and doing my transaction there, but I might have been better off going to Amazon because this thing is already coming down in price. And you should be aware of that if this is something that you're interested in. All right, I'm doing a lot of moaning, I get it. But I'm so conflicted. I want to open this thing up so bad and I want to play. I have CD players. I have this beautiful Cambridge Audio CD rig back here, an amplifier and all that, and I've got CD players upstairs from Emotiva and Rant. So, I'm not CD phobic. Got a couple thousand CDs right there in that corner. But I really wanted the vinyl, but I got the CDs. What do I do? Where do I go? Help me. Somebody help me. All right, let me get out my notes. Bruce Springsteen, tracks to CD or vinyl, the Lost album, 7 albums that have never been heard before. Maybe some of the tracks you've heard in other formats or in other box sets, but not very many. Mostly new stuff. A total of 82 unreleased tracks. There's a 100-page booklet inside, and again, a lot of packaging. Now let's talk about the CD box first. 7 CDs. What does an individual CD cost these days? In the good old days, in the beginning of CDs, they were somewhere between $15 and $20, or $10 and $20, or whatever. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, these CDs are $20 a piece. The packaging is nice. There's all kinds of cool graphics, original art, and all that. That costs money to produce. I get it. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, a single CD, $20 new at retail. That's 7 times 20. That's $140. We still have $160 to make up in this box set, the CD box set. What is the booklet worth? I would think that if you went to Barnes & Noble and you bought a Bruce Springsteen 100-page book, that would probably set you back somewhere between $30 and $60. So now we're at $200, and we have $100 left to kind of justify. Does the packaging, does this beautiful box, and granted, it is beautifully done. It is clever. It's big. It's bold. It's like nothing else you've ever seen. I'll do the commercial for it. But is the box itself, the packaging, worth $100? I don't know. I don't think so. Let me give you an example. This came out a few years ago, but this is from the same record label, Columbia. Bob Dylan's CD version of More Blood, More Tracks. Now look at this. Look at the size difference in this box. And there's actually more material in here than there is in here. A 124-page book. I need my notes again. It's got 6 discs, not 7. It retailed for about $150 at the time. I don't think we have to calculate for inflation. It wasn't that long ago. And features even more tracks than the Springsteen box at 87 tracks. And this is a much tighter, much more economical package. I have no problem with it. Again, it's a different kind of concept. These are all unreleased albums. These are outtakes from Blood on the Tracks, all the outtakes. And now here's another example, and I don't know what this cost in the day, but man, look at this Springsteen box set. Do I wish that this box set was more in this kind of format? Well, maybe, possibly. There's a book in here. It's a obviously smaller format, soft cover booklet in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, how many albums? It's The River. That's a double. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 7 albums, 7 or 8 discs in here. And this, in its day, I think was $100 or $150, brand new. So would this have been a better format for this type of package? Possibly. But that's not what they chose to do, and we have to respect Bruce's choices and his team's choices, but it does feel a little bit like a money grab. If you believe it's a money grab, and I'm talking to Bruce fans, I'm not talking to Grateful Dead fans here or other people that just don't like Bruce but happen to tune into this video and want to take a shot. Don't do that. I'm talking to the Bruce fans out there. Does this feel to you a little bit like a money grab? It feels a little bit like a money grab to me, but I've spent a lot of money on Bruce, so I can't. I would be the first to criticize myself for falling for some of this stuff. But man, it seems a little excessive in price. Oh, and here's another thing I thought about the CD version of this box set. What if these were hybrid SACDs? Let's say there were 7 hybrid SACDs at $40 a piece. That's 7 times 40. That's 28. That's $280. Now we only have a few bucks to make up with the box. I guess it would have to be more expensive. We'd be talking more about $350 for the box. But they could have done that, and maybe this would feel more special and more like a value. And CDs, as popular as they still are, still feel a little bit like like yesteryear. You know what I mean? So I have a real issue opening this up and enjoying the CDs in here. Now the vinyl records are a different story. You're getting big covers, you're getting big art. Let's say the single albums and the tracks box set were $30, which would be kind of normal, and maybe the 2-disc version would be about $35. I think there's 1 double album in there. Anyway, I don't know how to calculate that, but let's say 9 records times 30 is under $300. I don't know. I'm breaking my brain right now, but that's getting closer to $300 in the value of the vinyl records themselves. You've got the box, you've got the book, and all that. That seems like at $350, maybe that's getting a little closer to, you know, what you might expect to pay for something like this. It still seems a bit much, though. At the end of the day, to be honest, I do think the LPs are closer to being the correct price. The CD version seems to be maybe $180 overpriced. I don't know what to do. Maybe the main issue is just I hit the wrong button when I ordered the set, and that's my problem, not yours. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I should just enjoy it, lean in, and let it go. I guess my problem is I really wanted the vinyl and I got the CDs. What do you think? Should a box set like this have more packaging, less packaging? Should it be bigger? Should it be smaller? Does it even matter when you're a super fan? I don't know. It's breaking my brain a little bit, and this is one of those videos where I really do want you to comment. Not to boost up the analytics and the algorithms, though that would be nice, but because I really want to know how you feel about this. As a Bruce fan, do you feel it's a ripoff? Do you feel like it's a good value? Are you happy to own it? Do you wish you could own it? What are you looking forward to hearing on this? I don't know. It's all a big mystery to me. I don't even know why I did this video, to be honest with you, because I just dropped a whole bunch of dough to see Bruce and San Siro, and I don't regret that. I'm a super fan, all right? I'm just going to have to decide CD or vinyl. And I'll let you know in a future video what my final decision was, as if you care. I know, right? It's only rock and roll, but I like it. Yes, I do. And I'll see you next time in the United States of Analog. And if you've got a couple more minutes to listen to the ramblings of a nearly madman, I've got another video for you to watch, and it's right here. Click on it, and you'll be helping me out and supporting the channel by doing that. I'll see you next time right here in United States of Analog. Where's my box cutter?